All right. Hey, everybody. This is just a quick special report. I'm sure everybody heard here. About an hour ago, Trump was shot at. That's right. Shots were fired at the Pennsylvania rally that he was doing. And Tucker Carlson, he called this. He's been saying this for months. And unfortunately, we just saw what happened here. There's a lot of fallout. I was out in Hayfield, guys, so I had to come home and try to do this. I'm going to go ahead and put this feed in here. And this is the Charlie Kirk show. They've been covering this ever since it happened, and some of the things that they've been analyzing already. It sounds like we possibly have the shooter is done. Sounds like he's down. It sounds like there's also I imagine it was someone that was attending the rally. Imagine it's someone behind. I know when I watched a little video on this already, you could hear a scream there at the end of that. I'm guessing that's possibly what happened there. Is maybe one of the people attending. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of all over. You think about this, 61 years since the JFK assassination in November 1963. So we're not quite there, but just under 61 years, guys. And of course, Reagan back in the 80s, an assassination attempt. So let's tune in here right now to Charlie Kirk and listen to a little analysis here, and then I'll come back on and we'll probably end it. But I thought I'd better get out there and actually let everybody know that we did have an assassination attempt. This isn't an incident. This wasn't a tripping. Gosh, you can't believe this. I got a screenshot of CNN saying that he tripped. But here, let's go live.
Those reddish buildings. So I'm here, this is near the Butler Farm Show airport. So this area, it's the Butler Farm Show and it's also an airport. And when you're looking around in some of the buildings that he's gesturing towards, there are those red buildings that are directly behind him. But if you look, he keeps pointing with his left arm towards a building at, a certain building in the direction. And the buildings that are in the direction, if I'm getting this exactly right, because, I'm just on, Google Maps and overhead imagery, some of the buildings in that area next to the red buildings do appear to have that pale yellow color that matches up with one of the videos that's going around that appears to show somebody on top of it. And it looks as though that guy is gesturing towards the same area of the same color building.
Jeez.
And so once again,
by the way, can we just brag?
Just there seem to have figured it out before the Secret Service did.
Well, no, not before, Jack. No, I got to interrupt you, man. They told the Secret Service and they froze and they did nothing. They did nothing. They were just kind of like, and the Secret Service and the police were like, a shooter? Nah, come on. Tyler, you want to get in?
I was just going to say, I think what we're seeing in real time on Twitter and with the left are assassination deniers. We've heard election denialism. That's all they've.
I love that
over and over.
That's right.
This is real life and death assassination denial. It's insane. I mean, this is what we've been fighting. Regular people don't see the intricacies of the war that we have between the right and the left in America. And this is out. They got their first taste of it with Joe Biden, the reality of Joe Biden. Now we're seeing the reality of they don't care. They will discard life, including, presidential candidates, and set that aside just for politics. And that's the whole shebang when it comes to the left today. It's bad. It's really bad. And hopefully people are making up.
This BBC interview is going very viral. It's really viral because they didn't do anything. Joe Biden has released a statement. I've been briefed on the shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to hear he's safe and doing well. Sure you are, Joe. A couple days ago, you said you have a bullseye on Trump. I'm praying for him and his family and all those who are at the rally as we await further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. There's no place for this kind of violence. America must unite as one nation to condemn it.
These presidents don't control.
This was the inevitable next step.
The presidents don't control their own Twitter. Do you think Biden is fully aware that this has actually happened to Trump? I mean, it might be.
No, of course.
It's getting to his bedtime.
Until I see him. I don't believe that until we see Joe Biden.
Yeah,
and
I saw a joke. I saw the joke online. I saw the joke online.
I'd love to see a statement from President Trump as soon as possible, and a video to the camera statement as soon as possible. Obviously, they got to check him out and everything, but I'd love to see that as soon as possible.
And ABC News, shooter and bystander dead. Trump fine after gunfire erupt at rally. Not one of, this is the most dishonest coverage. By the way, do we have the CNN analyst who said that, do we have the CNN analyst that said Trump's family is not under attack? Do we have that? Just moments after someone tried to assassinate Donald Trump and kill him, a CNN analyst says Donald Trump and the people around him perceive themselves to be under threat, and that is not legitimate. That is what CNN says right now. You do not hate these people enough. Trust me. You do not. You do not hate and by how long? They've been saying for the last couple of weeks, oh, retribution, retribution. And by the way, you know, I'm not going to say anything after that. I'm going to hold back. Everybody say a prayer to the Lord right now that Donald Trump survived this.
Charlie,
Proud to the Lord.
Charlie, you have to also know that this man is under the care and auspices of God. Because I mean, look, there's no way you get protected like this. I mean, this is literally razor thin hairline type of a situation. You have to look at this and go, man, this guy is protected. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
New York Post is reporting it was
32. Yes. Go ahead.
Donald Trump and the people around him perceive themselves to be under threat, and that's all that matters. That is not legitimate. That is wrong. You hear the screams from the audience. People are terrified.
I don't know if that was the right. Yeah, you guys heard that? I didn't hear the whole entire clip. Tyler, what's your reaction?
I can't believe. I mean, and the calmness, and this is something that nobody's talking about yet, but we'll get out ahead of it. The calmness of the crowd and around the crowd in that situation. I mean, there's real scenarios. There's real scenarios where people die on the way out of those big crowds. I mean, we're talking thousands and thousands of people that get trampled. I mean, it really speaks to, I would just say this, it speaks to the crowd that is attracted by a Trump rally. And, you know, I don't want to get ahead without knowing everything that's going on at the space, but, you know, we haven't heard any reports of anyone getting trampled, everyone being really friendly and kind with one another, obviously with care. That's a scary situation to be in an active shooter scenario. We've seen it with a lot fewer people. I mean, there could have been a lot of injuries here, and praise God again that not only did the president not get injured or killed, that other people didn't as well, because these are some sick people that were obviously trying to cause a lot of harm, a lot of chaos, a lot of panic on our country.
Man, Jack, what are you reading? What are you seeing?
Well, it seems kind of interesting because it almost seems like there's two scenarios forming, Charlie. And again, I'm not giving full credence, you know, all the caveats, grain of salt, fog of war. But there's this one scenario that's emerging that's talking about a shooter who was outside the rally, but then there does seem to be a lot of reporting about someone potentially who was inside the rally. There's a lot of images that are being shared from inside the rally, though I would exercise caution that it's possible that people are seeing videos of someone who's bloody and thinking that it might be the shooter when in fact it is one of the victims. So again, it's you know, it seems like there's two scenarios emerging here, and I just think that everybody needs to be really calm at this point, as everyone's been saying. And I did just get a text, by the way, from someone in my previous profession who says that that at Mar-a-Lago they're beefing up security, that they're putting up stuff at Trump Tower as well. I'm sure, by the way, at a lot of places around the country where there are Secret Service detailees or members of the Trump family who are under Secret Service protection, if they were not at the rally itself, they are also probably being, or were at some point today, brought into.
I don't know. My mute is off. Oh, I just found it here. I am sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, thank you, Lynette, for letting me do that. Josh, same thing. Yeah, you can hear me now. As I was saying, this is a kind of a sad day in our nation, but yet it was predictable. The man literally took a bullet for us today. He just took a bullet for us today. Think about that. He literally took a bullet for us. And like I said, Tucker Carlson called this. Tucker Carlson called this. He said it was going to happen, and here we are. This is not a good thing. I think he just got elected. I really do. I think he's elected. I mean, I don't see how else can happen. But like I was telling you when I was muted out, it's too big to rig probably. Biden's falling apart. They couldn't beat him with the lawfare. They couldn't beat him down with the arrests, but they couldn't get him with the indictment. They couldn't get Trump with anything. He just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And they're afraid. These people are commies. They're enemies of this state. And now they're afraid. And I think that's what's going on here. I have no doubt that's what's going on here. And, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think he just got himself elected. I really do. I think it's over at this point. And now this was their last attempt. I don't know. But we're gonna bring this back up. We're gonna let Charlie Kirk talk a little bit here, and then I'll jump back in here. I'm not gonna stay on all night, but I'm just telling you. Lynette says she goes, I felt like crying earlier. Yeah, when I heard this, I could not believe it. I was in my tractor. I was cutting some hay, and my phone literally, oh my gosh, the text messages that were coming in. I was like, what is going on? So then I had to hop on and see what was going on. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I'm going to bring Charlie Kirk up here. Stay with me, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I think this is pretty important. Like I said, almost 61 years after the assassination of JFK, and 40 some after the attempt on Reagan's life. There hasn't been an incident since then, not like this till now. And Charlie Kirk called it. So I'm going to let them take it from here for a moment, and then I'll chime back in.
They're pouncing all over the place.
This is from a news network. Hello, a reminder to stick to the facts. Don't call it an assassination attempt unless authorities say it is. Don't say a shooting targeting Trump or the rally unless authorities confirm that
and I got to
connection.
chime in. What bunch of load of crap it is. Take him, Charlie.
Gunshots. That's unclear at the moment. If authorities don't know, then it's okay to say that. Anchors, remember to be mindful of body language when presenting the story. No need for serious face or adding comments and adjectives for colors. No need to say scary moments at the Trump rally. Just get to the story. At this moment, no need for guests to comment. Again, this is just a reminder. I know we all know. Wow. They're doing everything they can to not tell the truth. It's actually what happened here.
Yeah, did they send out any notes like that in like 2020 when they were like torching cities? Yeah, be careful not to give any editorial comments that are too positive about these events.
Can I point out one more thing, guys? Look at all the people who stayed right there, right behind the president during all the chaos. I don't know if you guys have watched this video over and over.
I know they didn't move.
They stood right by him, and there were guys like right behind him, like just like locked in. There's one guy I'm looking at, white hat, red brim, that's like kind of like my hat right now. He's like zeroed in on the president right behind him, like nothing else matters in the whole world than making sure that man got up. And Joe Biden, this is a Joe Biden rally. It would have been utter chaos. People like jumping off stages and things like that. There's literally almost no one moved. They're all there. No one's even ducking or covering their heads. They're there. Wow.
It's just absolutely remarkable. And the left, how many times has the left, Jack, been monologuing political violence? Oh, remember, Andrew's not on the stream. That woman from MSNBC. Are you really worried about Donald Trump rising political violence? They tried to kill him today. They tried to assassinate Donald Trump today. Dana Bash from MSNBC.
Yeah, literally.
Like, are you really worried about how Donald Trump? Yes.
Well, you know what else they're going to do is they're going to tie the left.
All right, I'm going to pull that down a little bit. Yeah, they did. They just literally tried to assassinate him. And I got to say, I know Lynette, she felt like crying. Some of the other people that are coming in and texting me. I don't know where this is going to lead. We'll let this play out. We definitely will. But I do believe there was a hand of God came in and stopped this, and I'll show you why. I got some shots that I was taking as this was happening. Here's one. I'm sure people have seen this one already. Look at this. Do you see the trajectory here that came across and hit his ear? You literally, guys, that's millimeters. It's less than an inch, and this man could be dead. He could be paralyzed. He could be a vegetable. I mean, who knows what could have happened right there. When you look at what happened, it came across and it went across and it hit his ear. I got hit with a 2-inch mortar right here. And that could have been my end. Well, this is even way more serious because you look at what happened right there, just the circumstances. The reason I brought that up is the circumstances with me. That could have been me being dead. It could have been me losing an eye. Same with Trump. He could have been dead. This was serious stuff. This was an assassination attempt. This wasn't a fluke. And you just got to believe that the hand of God reached in there and just took that bullet and then just skiffed it. I don't know. I don't know how else you explain this. When you talk about Eric says it all the time when he's listening to Eric Newman, that hey, it's in God's hands, and it truly is. I think we just got that proven to us today. He's still here. What I love though is Trump wanted to keep it going, and then he comes out and he immerses from this thing like this. You gotta love this man. Look at this. Got his hand in the air, and what an image. Someone down below there caught one heck of an image. That's like a magazine cover. That's going to be one that we're going to be keeping. I know I'm going to keep it. That looks like a T-shirt to me, man. That image is iconic. That's going to be another iconic one. And then this one here, someone snapped, and there he is. That's moments after it happened. He hit down, and you got to remember there was reports of what six or so other shots being taken. There's different reports, of course, as with anything. But that's still happening because he hit the deck pretty fast. But where was Secret Service jumping in to take that bullet for him? All I can say, and I agree right here, Dave, you're absolutely right. God bless Donald Trump, absolutely. And I think he was very blessed today. I think it's one of them signs. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be here probably. Somebody screwed up. Dead Wolf Resistance. He says, I got my Trump flag flying. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, some of it could be staged. I don't know if it was really staged. I don't think this was staged. 5 minutes in and it happens and someone got by, and you're in Pennsylvania, not exactly, Trump country in a way. I mean, he lost the state. So he's not on friendly ground like he has been in a lot. He's going to these swing states. He's going into enemy territory, so to say. And with all the things, I think we got to look at the Democrats and go, I'm not talking the Democrat Party, although they're probably responsible too for some of this rhetoric, but the whack jobs, people have been out there. We need to kill Trump. I mean, there was that B actress, redhead, that I can't remember her name because she's kind of irrelevant. Remember, she had the severed head of Trump. That Snoop Dogg dope smoker. He was out there. I guess he's been hammering things like that. You got it all over Twitter, and I was just looking at some of them. I'm not going to put them up here. They don't deserve a comment. But honestly, you got people on there saying, hey, too bad they missed. And hey, you better hire somebody new. This guy missed. I mean, that's the kinds of things. That's what's trending right now on freaking Twitter. This is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous when you think about it. So I just wanted to go live and kind of put some thoughts out there, give you some kind of coverage because I wasn't seeing it. By the way, and I don't know what their policies are. I checked KFYR. I haven't checked it since I come in here. KFYR, KSJB out of Jamestown, 810 out of Sturgis, all the major radio stations in the area, none of them. Just a little bit of CBS coverage they had when they went to the top and the bottom of the hour. Why aren't they live? I can remember this would have been huge news, and someone would have came into the station to go live. So I'm going to go back to Charlie Kirk's show here.
They've been saying this repeatedly. They've been calling for the death of Trump, and Democrats are now upset that the shooter missed. That is the main regret that we see from Democrats on Twitter right now. Jack, what are we seeing? What are we hearing?
Charlie, of course, a lot of people are talking about the potential that this thing could have got around. The idea that this could have been someone. Of course, we're seeing images again from the top of that roof of that building that are floating around. Looks like Secret Service members and local police responding. Again, none of this is confirmed yet. It's all coming in from people at the rally. We're also looking at the roofs that are about that are in the vicinity that I was just talking about. So, conducting a little bit of that just analysis from, again, Google Maps, looking at overhead imagery, trying to determine where, and there's certainly a lot of buildings in that area. There's a lot of buildings in that area. This is something where a potential sniper would have had a lot of opportunity to go into. But of course, when you're in a situation like that, that means you have to have what's called overwatch. You need to maintain overwatch. You need to maintain that kind of dominance. Checking the roof of every building, and you're going and rechecking them again and again and again. You're not getting complacent. You're not watching the rally. You're sitting there and you're scanning with
But if we're all expecting it, you would think
Gonna bring
they'd
a new feed
really
up
be
here. Check this
expecting
out.
it.
Kind of missed the end
Right,
of it.
Talking
Raheem?
now
I mean,
shortly, I hope.
I'm sorry,
when
we
I
have
get
to go
back
to
the,
Joe Biden right now.
telephone.
This is why I
Look,
went to this.
there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And so, and I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have engaged in making sure that the people who, and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to give, if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. But so far, it appears he's doing well. Number one. Number two,
number two,
that
guys.
they're thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do, okay?
Do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to, I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried about your own safety? Was the security failing, Mr. President?
President Biden with that short statement there. Again, he's in Rehoboth, Delaware for the week.
That, of course, is Joe Biden making a statement that I will tell you I'm absolutely flabbergasted by his statement. He doesn't even come out, unless we missed it going right to it. Prayers for President Trump. Did he not call President Trump? His first concern should be for his opponent's safety here. I mean, this could be Joe Biden. This could happen to. You have to say, I am praying for my opponent. And what about the health and safety of him? Yes, he said he does not condone the violence. If I can make it out tonight, I mean, if you can make it out tonight, you're the president of the United States. We watched this on the screen. And I
Bring this down a little bit. That video right there, when you saw them shots, guys, did you notice how Trump hit the deck, but where were his Secret Service people? I thought they were a little slow. I don't know. I've seen Secret Service react way faster than that, with less, I guess, important issues or importancy to it, and they just seem a little bit slow to me, honestly. But I don't know. This is just, it's amazing. I can't believe we're watching it, but yet it doesn't surprise me. That's probably the worst part. It doesn't surprise me. This is Real America's Voice. Like I said, I had to switch over to them. But when they did get up there, and there he goes. I think this is where he puts his hand in the air when he leaves. That's awesome. You got to remember, Trump's a fighter. This guy's a fighter, and I just don't understand why the Democrats keep insisting on all this. See, there he is. He's got his hand. Look at that. He's throwing his fist in the air. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I still can't believe that we are watching this today. He was 5 minutes into the speech. 5 minutes. That's it. All right. So JD says 100% on the Democrats and their lying rhetoric about Trump. All Democrats must be held accountable. I agree. Dave says, look at his face. Son of a bitch is so excited, so disappointed in his speech isn't different.
Well, first and foremost, I just
Biden, he didn't seem very remorseful. I don't know. He came out and he was alert for change, but who knows? You ain't seen nothing yet. FJB, right? Steve Borgby says, it ain't Biden, it's a double. Waylon Turner says, what a clown. Could be staged, have to accept that possibility. I don't think it's staged. I really don't. But, there's always a possibility. Anything's possible today, but there's no way this was staged. Trump didn't stage this. I don't think so. I'm pretty positive that is not what happened there. But I'm going to bring something back in here. I'm just trying to See if I can bring this both up. There we go. I figured it out. But anyway, I don't have a whole lot more here, guys. I just want to hop on, give you a little coverage, let you know what happened and what I kind of know. And I don't know anybody on the ground in Pennsylvania. I don't have, that's one place I do not have any contacts. I tried to get a hold of some people that were close to there, but they weren't at the rally. So I have no contacts there. I know it's surprising. But anyway, Trump's, I guess the main thing is you got to remember, Trump's okay. I imagine he's in the hospital the way it sounds. They were unsuccessful. I don't know if there was one or two shooters. Sounds like one shooter's dead. Sounds like one of the people that probably was participating, that's who it had to be, one of the people behind him. Sounds like one of the spectators probably died. Don't know. Don't have confirmation on that yet. This is serious. We had an assassination attempt. Assassination attempt, guys. Assassination attempt. I don't know how many times I can say this. And we're what 4 months out, is it? Yeah, something like that. So stay tuned. I'm going to be watching some of this coverage. I got some things I need to go take care of, but I wanted to hop on here. I told Jamie, I said, hey, if you're around, hop on, because I was inviting him to come on. He says, oh, I'm out. He says, I'm too wired up. Don't want to say something I'll regret. I understand, Jamie, 100%. So I'm going to let everybody go here. We're going to go ahead and call it for now. But like I said, I wanted to get on here, try to give a little coverage on this, and let you guys see what, as it was happening, because I can tell you right now, this thing's going to be spun within 12 hours. If you watch CNN, if you watch some of these other places, they already did it. At first, CNN reported this. I got a screenshot of that as well. Said that he fell and tripped. I mean, you kidding me? Fell and tripped? I don't think so. It just isn't the truth. I could not believe I even seen that particular, yeah, right here it is. See if I can put it up there. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. They coming through? Probably not, huh? Yeah, it's not focusing. But that was the CNN report right away. Then he fell and tripped. You kidding me? Oh, it's just unbelievable what the left will do. So stay tuned. Keep watching. I imagine Wednesday, me and Jamie are going to talk about this. I have no doubt we're going to talk about this, and we should. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in here. Waylon says, Trump 2024, take time to make America great again. I can't agree more with you. Like I said, I got my Trump hat. I just came from the field, so I ain't got nothing else on. But, well, you can see right over here. There's my mug shot of Trump, one of the most famous images probably in the nation. And I think we're going to see the other one. That's with Trump with his fist in the air, coming up triumphant after being shot at and literally being hit in his ear. You look at that one picture. I know I keep saying I'm going to get off here, but that one picture of his ear, I don't know. It's right there. I can't tell that's a hole or what it is, but you can see my cursor for those of you that are watching live. And I don't know. It sure looks like to me that's a puncture, but I don't know. And I can't tell. I need to see a closer up one, but it's real. This just happened. So, all right, everybody, have a great rest of the weekend. Tomorrow's Sunday. Might be a good idea to go and thank God for what happened today as far as saving President Trump's life. And anybody that's in this, you shouldn't shoot anybody. I mean, it just shouldn't happen. Unless they're your enemy and they've declared war, that's a different thing. But I just go, and I know tomorrow when we go, I'm definitely going to be saying a little prayer. Our country's in a bad spot. You can tell it. We got stuff like this happening. So God's in control. He always is. And I guess it was proven today. So please, I guess we'll say a quick one. Lord, please watch over President Trump tonight as he recovers from what was an assassination attempt. We know, everybody that knows and believes knows that this was an act of violence, as they call it, probably by someone delusional, been probably pushed over the edge. But please keep Trump in your prayers, everybody, and we keep him in our prayers and watch over him, help him to heal. I have no doubt he'll bounce back very quickly. That's just Trump's style. But we thank you, Lord, for saving this man, because I think he's here by your divine providence. I truly believe that. And we thank you and ask you to watch over him and help him heal and basically protect him the rest of the way out. Thank you, Lord. All right, guys, that's where we're at tonight. Thank you, everybody, for for tuning in here for this live special report. We don't ever do that, but I do thank you guys for tuning in and listening, and hopefully I shared some good coverage that was coming because I didn't see it anywhere else, and I thought we needed to do it. So with that, keep your powder dry. It got real important today, didn't it? Everything behind us here, guys, look at this. This is what's going to keep us free and keep us protected, and they aren't afraid, evidently. Those that hate this country, evidently, are not afraid to do anything. It's obvious today. I think today was the day that you're going to remember where you were on July 13th. I know I will, just as much as I do when Reagan, when I was a kid. So with that, God's blessings. Stay safe. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you here Wednesday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain, 8 o'clock p.m. Central. Me and Jamie are on. Mike's gone in Louisiana. Take care.